my mouth sort of expected it to taste like curry.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you wanted to join me today because my name is Kitty Mary and I am still excessively bad at meal prep, but significantly less bad at meal prep than last time we spoke. This is part 2 of my meal prep video mini-series. I did last week 1 whole week of meal prep with a curry dish that I made, and this week I am going to continue the experiment because heck it. So this week we are going to do meal prep again, but I have a lot of days where I'm going to be out and about and where I'm going to be on the go, and I thought it would be cool to do meal prep here as well because not everyone works from home. Obviously. And last week I showed you how I meal prepped and had lunch and dinner at home because I work from home. But a lot of you guys are on the go or have jobs where you need to be in offices and in schools. So I thought it would be good for me to do this as well. So that is what we are doing this week. Not every day is going to be on the go, obviously, because that's not how my life is structured right now. But I will seek to find situations in which I can bring my meal prep. So the next thing we will be making is a very easy lasagna. For that I have some pre-made pasta sauce. It doesn't really make sense to make my own tomato sauce, especially during autumn, because having a new fresh tomatoes in contrast to having this is practically the same carbon footprint this time of year in Denmark. Then we have a zucchini. This I got from the grocery store without any plastic. And the cool thing is with this lasagna sheets, especially these ones, is that they come without plastic. Just they come in a cardboard box. So it's very easy to make with minimal waste. And now we're going to make this. I'm also going to make a vegan cheese sauce to go with it. It's really good and easy to make, based on oat milk. La la la. So I'm excited to do this. Let's go! So the cool thing about making lasagna for meal prep is the same thing with the curry actually, is that you can put basically anything in it. You can put all your veggies, all your greens, your lentils, your proteins, your rice. For this lasagna we're going to go with zucchini and leek and onion, and we're going to go with the last bit of kale that I have left. I could also put lentils in it, that would actually be really good, but I do have some soy bits in my freezer that I'm going to be using instead, and they are, I don't even think they're soy, I think they're pea based. Let's see. But I'm going to go with a substitute meat kind of thing for this, also for the smoothness of the sauce. So for the sauce we're going to make like this cheesy, nice lasagna sauce, and we're going to make it vegan. And the way that I like to do that is by taking some oat milk. You can make your own oat milk or you can buy your own oat milk. I mean, it's super easy to make, just make it overnight. It doesn't matter if it's lumpy or grey or slimy or whatnot, just add in a little bit of water when you do the sauce, it's going to be fine. Then you need some nooch. You'll need some nutritional yeast as well, and this is one of those things that I never ever realized was an ingredient before going vegan, but it's really good, you guys, and it's really nice if you want to make like cheesy recipes. And especially for cheese sauces, the thing that I use to make it taste the most like cheese is nutmeg. Just grind a little bit of nutmeg in, it's going to be just so good and make a world of difference. So those are the most essential components. Then you have your flour, you have a little bit of oil, I use coconut oil, and we're going to make a sauce base and then add in the nooch and then add in the nutmeg, and hopefully that's going to give us a really nice good sauce for our lasagna. So we are ready for our assembly. Now this is what happens every time I cook with tomatoes, every single time. I tasted this just a second ago and it tastes just like you remember cheesy. And I have fresh basil here, so we are going to take some of these basil leaves and put them in between as well. Also, this is a tiny reminder that you need to be aware of what's actually inside your oven. Before going to Brussels and Copenhagen a few weeks ago, I made some vegan pigs and blankets for the trip, and apparently this one fell off the baking rack and disappeared inside the oven, and just by coincidence right now I found it, and this could easily just, you know, have been a fire hazard. So I almost died. That's fun. I don't know if I'm being over dramatic or not, but I was kind of shocked to find this. So yeah, just take good care of yourselves, and remember to watch yourself when you cook. Otherwise, meh. I decided to take some of the pieces of the lasagna and put it into my stainless steel lunch boxes. This way it's super easy to heat up. It makes more sense to do separate containers with lasagna because I don't want to heat up the entire thing every time I want a little piece. So this way I have small portion sizes depending on how many sides or how much salad I will be having on the side. So this is kind of neat.
I think my mouth sort of expected it to taste like curry. Because I've had that for so long. For so long, I had for 5 days, but still. Oh, it's amazing to have something else. Oh, this is good.
So some people would say this is a normal amount of salad. What's this?
I feel like you're presenting my joke as my actual salad. Like, I mean, I'm not insane. This is
Yeah, there we are, yeah. So today I'm meeting my friends for lunch, and obviously, your girl is bringing her meal prep. I am bringing my meal prep in a stainless steel container. It's super easy to transport your food this way. And since my lasagna has been a couple of days in the fridge at this point, there's not much moisture left. And we can all agree, like, lasagna is one of those things that really just keeps getting better the longer you save it. Sort of. I really enjoy leftover lasagna, so it was obviously a great idea to do for this meal prep. I'm going to ask my friends to heat this up for me, and then your girl brings the meal prep. So proud of myself. It's cool to stick to something, and I'm sort of really proud of how much money I'm saving right now, to be honest. Like, it's good. So I'm at Jens's place today, so once again I have of course packed my meal prep. And last night we both went to a party, and there were food there, and people ordered in and had pizzas and whatnot. But we had our lasagna before going to the party, and honestly, I didn't even miss out on anything, I guess. Also, the price for a single pizza here in Denmark is probably the same as I spent cooking lasagna for an entire week. So... And now I'm going to warm up my lasagna here at Jens's place and going to eat it. I used the rest of a vegan mayo that I had in my fridge, and I made a little dressing as well and made it really good. It's filled with garlic and parsley, and it's super delicious. So I'm actually, once again, looking forward to having my meal prep. I separate my salads and my fresh greens and my cooked food because that makes it much more delicious when you put it together at last. So I have tons of small containers, and then you can mix and match instead of having just one big pot. That worked last week, but for lasagna it didn't really work out that well. So instead, try and have small different containers, and then you can mix and match them. Kind of a buffet style meal prep. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. These past 2 weeks have taught me so much about my habits and the way I perceive food, the way I use food and consume food in my everyday life. And I'm definitely going to bring some of my newly found tips, guide, lessons, routines, and I will bring them into my everyday life. This taught me so much. I'm so happy that I did this, and I will be continuing to do so. So if you want more meal prep content, let me know down below. Obviously, the recipe for this lasagna is also on my blog, so you can go and find that. And if you're interested in more of my recipes, I also have an ebook on my Patreon. The link is also down below. You can go and check that out as well. You decide for yourself how much you want to pay for it or how much you can pay for it. So no worries, and I'll see you guys next time. I don't know when that will be. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and also a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys help me create green, zero waste content, and I love you guys. You can find the links to my social media accounts down below and the link to my Patreon on this screen. Bye!